Here we'll talk about Mission Indradhanush. It is launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Here Indradhanush means rainbow, right? So rainbow has 7 colors. So under this mission we are trying to give 7 vaccines for the 7 preventable diseases like for TB, polio, hepatitis B, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus and measles. So these are the 7 different diseases for which we are giving vaccines. So that is why it's called as Mission Indradhanush, where we are giving this vaccines for 7 diseases. It is launched in December 2014. The main goal was to immunize 90% of the children who are either unvaccinated or partially vaccinated, or those who have not been covered during the rounds of routine immunization schedule. Right? So Mission Indradhanush has covered 681 districts. I remembered it because the Mission Indradhanush is mainly focusing on the number 7, right? So Indradhanush will be having 7 colors, and also here we are giving vaccines for the 7 diseases. So 6 plus 1 will be 7 and 8 minus 1 will be 7. So 681 districts are covered in Mission Indradhanush. So where 3.4 children are covered in this case, again 3 plus 4 is 7, so I remembered it. So 3.4 crores of children are covered under this Mission Indradhanush program. So Mission Indradhanush has covered 6 phases. In the first 2 phases itself, it has increased 6.7% in the full immunization coverage in 1 year, right? And the increase was more in rural areas compared to the urban areas. So in case of urban areas, they have bought some other mission which is called as Intensified Mission Indradhanush, where they covered 190 districts. If you see the high-risk areas for this intensified mission Indradhanush, it is mainly focusing on this urban slums with the migratory population and nomadic sites with the construction workers and all, migrants, fishermen, shifting population. Outbreak areas means the outbreak of the diseases which are covered in Indradhanush, Mission Indradhanush, like TB, polio, hepatitis B. If you see these outbreaks, that areas also they are using this intensified Mission Indradhanush. So under which we have covered 190 districts. It is launched in October 2017, whereas the Mission Indradhanush was launched in December 2014. So here in the intensified Mission Indradhanush, it involves intensive preparation, implementation and integration of sessions into regular immunization microplans. The main focus is on urban slums and districts with the slow progress. So just write about this high risk areas, and also the intensified Mission Indradhanush is focusing on intensive preparation and all. So if we summarize the whole thing, Mission Indradhanush, 7 colors of rainbow will be compared to 7 different vaccine preventable diseases like TB, polio, hepatitis, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus and measles. So this Mission Indradhanush has completed 6 phases. In the first 2 phases itself, it has got 6.7% increase in the immunization coverage, and it is covering 681 districts, and 3.4 children are covered. But the more coverage is seen in rural areas. So for the urban areas, they have got some other mission which is called as Intensified Mission Indradhanush, where they covered 190 districts, right? And it is launched in October 2017, where you can see this intensive preparation or implementation, intensive implementation and sessions and all. So where they focused on this urban slums, construction workers, migration people, outbreak areas, shifting population and all.